my beat and stick, nigga. We cotton bang and stick, nigga. We don't coke, nigga. Bang and stick, nigga. Hoe, nigga. Bang and stick, nigga. Roll, nigga. Bang and stick, nigga. We don't coke, nigga. Bang and stick, nigga. We don't roll, nigga. In the stick, nigga. Bang and stick, nigga. Walk, nigga. Coke, nigga. Ride stick, bow. Hit and wide, bang and stick, nigga. We don't coke, nigga. In the ride, bitch. A stone, bang and stick, nigga. We don't coke in the bang and stick, nigga. Why baby in the stove with house and cold with it, not that roll nigga, not that whole nigga. High day, cold with cake and rock roll hit bay. Why is coke dick stain? How the coke big said walking ball hits. How the coke said nigga cold bitch in my house bitch. I don't roll stain in my house. Walking bleak with whole stick and walking bleak nigga. Caught it cold dick, walking stone nigga. House bone bitch a Saundo, walking soak nigga Saundo. House a chrome nigga Saundo, walking stone in the Saundo. House a big in the Saundo, walking big in the Saundo. House a big in the Saundo, walking big in the Saundo. Cold bay, hot and cold bay. Hitting nice, hitting hit nice, hitting nice, bitch roll stain the white shit, baby coke and why can't hide that cold, why can't it wait cold, why the stone wave coke and my boss baby stain roll hitting bar bang, kicking roll stain and hits not hanging, no hitting not hanging, no bitch, and why can't it hang in both bitch, hard day and cold wick, how the roll stick way, how the cold bait hitting not bait. Hitting not big, coke and ignite, hot as stone, big hot wall hit. Wash it stove with, caught a cold with, caught a stone. Nigga rock a wash a cold bitch, we don't stoke in it, nigga cold with, toss it a bow, nigga. Why bang in my bow hit and why cold in the stick bow. Walking bleak with whole stick and walking bleak nigga. Caught it cold dick, walking stone nigga. House bone bitch a Saundo, walking soak nigga Saundo. House a chrome nigga Saundo, walking stone in the Saundo. House a big in the Saundo, walking big in the Saundo. House a big in the Saundo, walking big in the Saundo. Cold, walk dick and roll, sign dick, blow dick and sign cold, nigga, watch it hold, it's kinda roll, watch it hold, it's kinda shoot, watch it hold, we don't can and nick knock it hold, nick knocks it hold, it kinda cold, with house it cold, with nick knocks it hold, not a kick, rock, stick and blown hits in a watch cold hole.